Hello everyone at Pokemoshpitbeta, my name is LordGSO and welcome to my first ever upload to this channel. Before we get this started, I guess I should probably tell a little bit about myself. I upload mostly Wi-Fi battles and Pokemon playthroughs on my channel. I prefer mostly the lower tiers like NU, RU, and UU. Not really a huge fan of OU. I do play it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Not like... it's not the tier I mainly play, but I play all tiers and I have fun, and that's the main thing. I guess I like to have fun. I just like to, mess around, use kind of fun pokes. I also like to use standard sets at the same time. But, this battle is kind of long, so we should probably get right into it. This is a UU battle against Jinkami, and standard UU battle. And I'm looking at his team, and I'm thinking he's probably going to want to lead off with Crobat. So I'm going to lead off with my Scarf Primate, who has the Ice Punch. And looking at his team, the Arcanine is going to be probably the biggest threat to my team. And also, if that Raikou is Spexed, it could be doing a lot of damage with, Specs Thunderbolt does a lot of damage. And Rhyperior, if it gets a sub up, could also be a huge threat. Maybe not, depends. Some Rhyperiors can be a huge threat to my team if they have, Substitute, Focus Punch, and just in general, subbing Rhyperior not good for my team. But other than that, I'm not really seeing anything too threatening on his team, so we're just going to lead off with Primeape trying to catch his Crobat. And, let's get into the battle. Now, unfortunately, I'm not running any Stealth Rocks on this team, so if that Swampert or Rhyperior is carrying Stealth Rocks, I'm going to want to get Xatu in there to try and bounce those back. But I am running Spikes on my Roserade, so, I do have injury hazards, but, not as much as I like. So he leads off with Raikou, and he probably fears the Earthquake here, so he's going to switch out. And I'm going to U-turn, probably predicting his switch, or just, U-turn's good. I'm going to go into my Ampharos, kind of bluffing the Scarf. I know he's going to switch out, so I'm going to try and get up a Substitute. He goes out into Swampert, predicting the Thunderbolt, obviously. And now I'm going to go for the Hidden Power, hoping that it's Grass, but unfortunately, just my luck, it's Ice. I really wish it was Grass there, because I would have taken out that Swampert clean. But, anyways, he's going to go for the Earthquake just to take out my sub. As I believe I go for... Oh, no, sorry, he's just going to go for the Earthquake to take out my sub. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm going to go to Totem Bird, because I realize that Totem Bird basically walls the ever-living shit out of this Swampert. Earthquake can't touch it, Stealth Rocks can't touch it. It's fully defensive, so Waterfall is going to be doing very little damage, and whatever his fourth move is, probably Roar, I assume. I think Roar's bounced back by Magic Mirror, so I'm not sure, but it just walls it basically. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, or Thunder Wave, predicting his switch out. He goes out into Raikou, probably just trying to counter me. I don't know if he actually predicted that, but he gets the Volt Absorb. Now I'm going to go out into Roserade, predicting the Thunderbolt. And he actually goes for the Reflect, so I guess he's a bulkier Raikou. He goes for the Hidden Power Ice here, doesn't do too much, so I'm thinking he's probably a defensive Raikou and not an offensive one. I'm going to go for the Spikes just to sort of see what he wants to do, and also, getting up entry hazards is always good. But he's going to go into Crobat, I guess, deciding he's not doing enough damage, while I switch out because I don't really want to take another Hidden Power Ice. It's doing a lot of damage, and I want to keep that Roserade around because it will be useful later in the battle. I'm going to go into K9 and get the Intimidate off on this guy, and now I'm going to go for the Extreme Speed, thinking it would be a 2-hit KO, but I did forget about the Reflect, so obviously it's going to be a 3-hit KO. And he's going to go for the Acrobatics, does a lot of damage, but I'm going to switch out because I realize he's going to just be able to Roost Stall me. And also because I don't want to take another Acrobatics to the face, because that did a lot of damage. I'm going to go into Snapping my defensive Blastoise, and I believe here I go for the Scald, maybe? I don't remember what I do here. Let's see. No, I switch out because I predict his switch out into Raikou. That's what I did, I remember now. I switch out, and I'm going to go into K9. And I thought I would be faster here, I really did, because I thought this was defensive Raikou, but he's actually faster. Not really sure what's happening there. Maybe Raikou just has a higher base speed. I'm not really sure about that whole stuff, but I make a misclick here, go out into Blastoise, which made me facepalm massively, but I'm going to go into Primeape, and he takes the opportunity to set up a light screen. I'm going to go for the close combat, hoping it would kill, but it lives with, like, 4 HP, noise the crap out of me, and he goes for the Discharge, and he gets the Paralysis. Oh my god, things are not going my way right now. And now he gets up to Reflect because of that Paralysis, and it makes me mad. Why couldn't that close combat just take out? I don't know. And I'm actually really surprised I lived. That's just another thing. I don't know how I lived that. But whatever, he's going to Arcanine, and Metroid really pretty useless. Metroid Primate just completely useless now. Has no use. His HP is so low, and having a paralyzed Scarfer is never a good thing. So I'm going to let it into die, and I see that he does not take Life Orb damage, so I assume he is the Choice Banded set, so I'm going to go out into Blastoise and just go for the Scald on it. If it does stay in, then it will probably die, so that would always be good. But he switches out into Crobat. I get the burn on it, which is really, really good, as you will see later. It's actually a very, very key thing that I got the burn there. Anyways, he's going to go for the Acrobatics. I'm just going to roar him out because I realized that Stealth Rocks and the burn will probably kill him next time he tries to switch in. He goes out into Swampert. I'm going to set up the Toxic, not set up the Toxic, but I'm going to go for the Toxic on the Swampert because Swampert doesn't have any reliable recovery, so anytime you can get Burn or Poison or anything like that on it is really good because it really hampers its ability to take hits. And also because I realized he probably would predict my switch out into Xatu and not go for the Stealth Rocks. But now I'm going to go into Xatu, predicting the Stealth Rocks. This time he actually switches out and goes into Roserade. Not really sure what he's predicting there, I guess just thinking I would stay in. Not really sure, but I realized that this Roserade probably can't do anything to me, so I'm going to just stay in and go for the Thunder Wave on it. I realize it might have the Natural Cure, but I don't really care at this point. I just want to, I mean, Roserade's a real bastard, and I just want to get Thunder Waved. Anything I can do to just damage it helps. Any damage or status I can get on it will always help. He goes for the Giga Drain, does literally nothing. And he's going to switch out into Arcanine, as I believe I go for the Nightshade. Let's see here. No, I go for the U-turn, because I know I'm going to be faster, because I got the Paralysis. And so I go for the U-turn, does nothing, because he got the Intimidate, and of course it's resisted. I'm going to go into Ampharos, basically as fodder, because I know he's going to have to lock himself into something. And I know he's at a low enough HP that if he switches out again, he will die to the Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go into Totem Bird, because I can 4x resist to close combat. And if he tries to switch out, obviously he will die to Stealth Rocks and Spikes. And I take it very well, and I'm just going to go straight for the Nightshade, so I want to get this thing out. And that's one of the biggest threats to my team out of the way there. If that had been a Life Orb set, probably would have been pretty disastrous to my team, but thankfully it was the normal Choice Band set. He's going to go into Rhyperior. I'm really, really fearing a Substitute here or a Stone Edge. Either one of them, I feel like Blastoise can bestly handle them, if that's even a word, I don't know. But I'm going to go into Blastoise, and I'm going to go... he goes for the Dragon Tail, which kind of tips me off to the fact that he might be a more defensive set. And I'm going to go for the Scald here, because I don't want to mess around with that Rhyperior. I mean, that thing can just punch holes through your team, and that's dangerous right there. And he's going to go out into Swampert to take the predicted Sclad. And now I believe I'm just going to go back out into Totem Bird, because I know Totem Bird can just wall this thing, the ever-loving shit out of this thing. As he goes for the Stealth Rocks, bounce that thing back. Get out of here, boy. You can't get Stealth Rocks up. No. Get it out. You just can't touch Totem Bird. He's too powerful. And Totem Bird, you are awesome. Magic Mirror is just amazing ability. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Nightshade just to get some damage off on him. He goes for the Aqua Tail, misses. Not too big of a deal. Like I said, I am fully defensive invested, so probably wouldn't have done too much. And then he's going to die to the Toxic damage, and that's his biggest physical wall out of the way. He's going to Rhyperior, and once again, I am fearing the Stone Edge, but because, I don't know, because I saw he was because I saw he was a defensive set, I'm feeling that he's probably not going to go for the sub, so I'm going to go to Rose, knowing I can probably, you know, take any hit he throws at me and then hit him with a pretty strong Giga Drain, and he's going to go into Crobat. And thankfully, because I got the burn and the Stealth Rocks and the Giga Drain damage, the residual damage just barely takes him out. Thankfully, if I hadn't got that burn on it, probably wouldn't have been. This Crobat could have been fairly annoying because it has Taunt, obviously, and Brave Bird most likely. Probably has those moves, and those can be pretty powerful hitting moves. Taunt obviously is just annoying, but Brave Bird can have a lot of power. So he goes out into Roserade, and I'm going to take this opportunity to set up another layer of Spikes, because I know that his last two Pokemon, Roserade and Rhyperior, are going to have to be doing a lot of switching if they're going to want to win this battle, so any residual damage I can get on them would be good. He goes for the Sleep Powder, and now I'm going to switch out because I have the Natural Cure. I'm going to go into Totem Bird, knowing that I can basically wall anything he wants to throw at me. He, I guess, foresees this, or I don't really know, but he switches out into Rhyperior, takes a pretty hefty little damage from the entry hazards, and we're both getting some lefty recoveries, and now I'm going to go straight for the Nightshade because I realize Xatu isn't really needed anymore. he goes for the Dragon Tail, which basically confirms my suspicion that he doesn't have a rock move, and he Dragon Tails me out into Rose. And at this point, my opponent realizes that, well, his attempts to win are futile. He doesn't really have any chance of winning now with that paralyzed Roserade, so I'm going to go straight for the Giga Drain, take out his Rhyperior and his final Poke's Roserade, and I believe he just resigns here. So I take the 1-3 victory. So good game, Jinkami. Had a lot of fun. A good UU battle. Not often that I get into a little bit of Predicty Wars there with Xatu, so that's a lot of fun. I enjoyed this battle. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, then feel free to check out my channel. Link will probably be in the description. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll catch you guys later, hopefully, on the Pokemoshpitbeta. So have a great day. Bye.